Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Prelude to Positivity. My name is Tommy Geraci, and today my guest is Michael Koch. I met him on an app called Clubhouse, which is how I'm meeting most of my guests these days. And Mike is a happy life creator. He's going to be traveling around helping people who have lost themselves or don't know who they are right now, which I think is a very noble cause. So, Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Can you tell us a little bit about you and how Mike Koch became Backpack Michael?
Oh, it's Michael Koch. It's okay. Everyone,
Okay.
my last name. Don't worry about it. So a few months ago, I realized that I was doing a lot of things. I was, doing a lot of drugs, alcohol, all these things that I thought made me happy, and I realized that's not who I am. I wasn't really living to my potential, and a lot of people, my whole life, they said, "Oh, Michael, you have this light around you. You have this thing about you. I don't know what it is, but there's something." And I really never like listened to them as much. I just kind of wanted to do my party. That's what I was all about. And so my buddy came in. His name's Ryan Miller. I owe my life to this guy because he said, "Hey, I'm doing this thing called 75 Hard." So I started doing it, and they tell you that if you fail, you start over. So you have to drink a gallon of water. You have to do 2 workouts a day. You read 10 pages a day. Take a selfie. You find a meal plan, and you have no cheat meals, and it's very hard. I failed twice.
Wow.
But then on day 5.
Wow.
So when I got to about day 12, I realized, what was I doing about getting mad at myself about failing? So I flipped it and I said, what have I done? So I turned it into a positive thing. Said, kick away the negative. So I started saying, okay, I went on my run today. I didn't read all my pages today, but that's okay. So I didn't stop. I kept going. And I haven't drank I'm on day 70 right now, but a lot of the things that I haven't done, it's made my mind clear. My mind has no fog in it. I've learned that I'm one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. Like my mind can learn so quickly now, it's kind of scary. Like my mental capacity is just nuts. And I can speed read now. I speak Portuguese from a long time ago because I was a Mormon missionary. But my Portuguese came back like that. Just everything is just, and I have to push things away because my knowledge it's just growing. And I'm like, stop, please stop, because my ADD will just keep learning everything. So I went up. So what I did is I rented a cabin, and I went to the cabin and I kind of took a look at myself, and I set aside time. I set aside an hour to look at who I was, what my salon is about, what my future salon, whatever I want to do, And I turned my phone off, and I just sat there and I wrote out, who is Michael Koch? Who is this guy? And I realized I was being this person for a lot of people, this character who made people laugh. And I did all these things for them. I go to their parties, I'd stay late. And I realized that isn't who I wanted to be. I realized that was not the character I want to be in my life. And then I had this negative thought come into my mind about this woman coming to my cabin and killing me. I was like, oh, what if this woman comes and kills me? And so I said, go away, negative thought. And it did. And when I did that, my body just felt so good, and I felt so powerful. And I realized I could create this character. I could create whoever I want. I can be whoever I want. And I've never realized that in my life, because I've always created these fake characters for people at parties and made them laugh. And like Backpack Michael, that was one I made. Bootstrap Bill. There's all these weird guys. And I'd write stories about these people, and I'd make them up, and I'd tell stories to people about these characters, and they'd believe them. So I realized I made this Backpack Michael guy, and then I also realized my positivity is nuts. So, and I love when people take my energy. I'm like, take it. I'll make more of it in 2 seconds. So just take it, please, because you need it. So what I'm going to be doing is, and I already started this, I took off last week, and I'm back at the salon, and I'm still gonna be working a little bit, but I'm trying to get on the road as much as I can, because I'm gonna be traveling around the nation to people that need me, people that are depressed, have anxiety, suicidal, because there's lots of that going on right now. And I'm going to be meeting them in a mountain, and I'm making this video podcast of my journey there, and I'm making it kind of a fun thing along the way. And the thing I discovered today, which is going to be very cool, is I'm making I'll just tell about it, who cares. So I'm making a character, a fun character, whoever it is. It could be a wizard or whatever, and then we make up this fun little story of me finding them, and then I go and I sit down with them, and I say, like, and I'm like, who are you? Like, who are you as a person? Not who people tell you are, but who are you? Because your whole life someone's told you you're this and that and this and that. and then I kind of help shape them, and if they're on a good path, cool. And they don't have to listen to me, but I just want to tell them that, because I've realized I have a gift now, and I can see people's potential, and I can see who they can be, because people have always beaten them down and told them things they aren't. So I came home, and I wanted to scream it from everywhere. I'm like, guys, this is what I'm doing. Everyone thinks I'm nuts, but they're like, guys, slow down. I said, no, you don't understand. There are people who need me right now. And I've had people message me, a lot of my friends now, like from out of the woodwork, say, thank you for your videos. And I got discouraged a lot. I'm like, what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? But people message me and they say, like, thank you. Like, just people are going through stuff, and they don't know if other people are. They feel like they're alone. They want to kill themselves, and it's tough. So I am here to make people laugh, make people happy. And however the hell I can do that, I will do it. So that's why I travel around the world and do it.
How many have you met up with so far?
I have about 6, maybe 7. I have a list of people that all want me to come to them. And I'm looking into buying this VW van. That's going to be my vehicle. It's a kind of souped up VW van. It's going to travel around the nation. That's going to be the Backpack Michael Mobile. And I'm going to have people donate. And if people donate, then I'm going to put their business on the side of the car, whatever. Do something, because it's not about me making money. The money will come, but it's about helping everyone.
Cool. But in all this that you've been doing, so you have 7 people so far, and you've been doing it for how many months?
I'm doing it for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. So have you learned anything about yourself so far that surprised you?
A lot, really, because you get so caught up in your business and this thing. I want to help everyone, and then I forget about the reason why I started this. Because of me. I need to do what I'm telling other people to do. So I need to continue to do my reading and my running, and because those are the things that make me happy. And also I realized a lot of one other thing is there's gonna be lots of people with lots of money who are trying to pull me all different ways right now. And that's awesome, but I have to stay true to who I am, and know that the money is not what it's about, because they're gonna try to push me in a direction that's good for them. But really, I'm gonna go my way, and if they support me, cool, and I'll take their advice. Whatever they give me, I'll take it for what it's worth, and I'm not mad at them, or that they have to accept me for my ideas too. It's all about respect.
Yeah, definitely. And then we met on social media, apparently, right? So
Yeah.
how you use social media to achieve the goal? How do you plan on blending it into social media?
So I mean, well, Clubhouse is amazing, and I want to start rooms and stuff now, which I've been just trying to get all this stuff going. So I've been off of Clubhouse for maybe a week, kind of haven't been on as much. But I really plan on, because I love meeting people. I love people so much. I love people who are open to learn, open to teach. And I feel like there's so many people who can teach me so many things that I don't know yet. And so that's why I love Clubhouse so much, because you're a very smart guy. There's tons of smart people on there. You have skills that I don't even know, and you're going to teach me something with this podcast that I've never thought of. But the thing is, I've lowered my ego so much that I'm like, you know what? I don't know everything. I know a lot of stuff, but you know a lot of stuff too. And I need to realize, hey, this guy's going to teach me the best things he can teach me. And so I need to take that and use it to my best ability to become an awesome person, or an even more amazing person. So
cool. Very cool. And then what is it about all of this that you're the most passionate about, do you think?
I just love seeing people's faces. I just love seeing people so happy, because there's lots of, I've had friends kill themselves, and it sucks. And so that's what I want people to know, that it's okay to go through the stuff you're going through, and you're not alone. There's lots of people going through this stuff, but life is not what you think it is. It's not about all these little fluff things that are going on. It's about taking a step back and looking, okay, what's going on? Did this football team lose, or whatever? Who cares? Who cares about that stuff? It's about love. It's about showing people love, and just I love seeing people so happy, and just these messages that I'm getting. That is my payment. When people say, "Hey, Mike, thank you so much," I'm like, it just boom, it pushes me up so much. Not even in an egotistical way, but it just makes me so happy that I can help anyone. So that's kind of how I feel.
Yeah. Now, what would you call this particular chapter of your life if you were going to write a book about
That's tough. Oh, I mean, definitely Backpack Michael, but I think it's definitely a journey. It's because I mean, before I went and did this, when I went down to Arizona for my first real kind of podcast out of state, I saw this doorway, and there's people on the other side of this doorway, and I sat at home and I cried, and I thought, what am I doing? Is this correct? Is this the right thing to do? Because that is great hair business. I do amazing at hair, and I have lots of clients, but I'm so much more than that. And I feel like an artistic person is kept inside a box in a salon. But the world's my canvas. So,
Yes.
so I think it's more, I don't know, a name of what that is. I don't know, but I think it's just a journey. And I'm so excited about it. I'm stepping out of the box. That's what I'm excited about.
Okay.
Getting out of my comfort zone, stepping out of my box.
The chapter would be called Stepping Out of the Box.
Yep. I like
Were you always a traveler before this? Like, did you like to travel or?
I do, but I never, I was always scared to, because I always thought, oh, are people going to be my friend when I go? I'm like, because when you go somewhere, you have to get up and go do it.
Yep.
Like, no one's going to pull you except for them. So, I mean, or yourself, like you got to go do it, but you're by yourself. So that's kind of hard. But now I'm so ready. And I talk to everyone whenever I go. I ask, like, when I go to the gym, I get a smoothie and I say, what's your favorite smoothie? And I try to do this all the time now. I ask people questions, but what's your favorite thing? And they say, oh, well, this. I say, why? And then they tell me one more thing. And I say, why? And it's just this. And then I get to know them. And I've met some amazing people just by asking them why or what's their favorite thing.
You could probably even meet people on a hiking trail. If
What's
you just
that?
went on a hiking trail, you could probably meet people on the hiking trail and do
For
it that
sure.
way.
There's people everywhere. People everywhere.
What's the most fulfilling part of what you do?
Definitely, like I
Both
said,
the haircutting and the new adventure that you're taking on.
well, haircutting, I feel really lucky because people come in here and it's just them and me, and they tell me a lot of things that they have. I'm their person.
Mhm.
They don't have a friend to talk to, even. They don't have a spouse because it might be about their spouse or their girlfriend or whatever, and they're scared. And so they look forward to coming in and seeing me. And that's one of the most beneficial things for my job, and I feel very lucky that people trust me. And that's just what I love. I love that people can trust in me to open up and show me who they really are, because someone needs to know it and someone needs to show them that it's okay, because I don't care what anyone thinks about me. I'm a straight male hairstylist who is an ex-Mormon. Like, it just makes no sense, but I just don't care. I really don't care about anything. I wear rainbow colors everywhere and everyone thinks I'm gay, and I'm like, dude, cool, I don't care. I just love it. I love everything. So just be yourself.
Cool. And then what's the most fulfilling part about the new venture that you're taking on so far?
Of what I don't know what's about to happen, and just growing so much and helping so many people, because I just see it. I just see people looking at me, and I've met quite a few celebrities in my life, and they always look at me and they say, like, who is this guy? Like, because I don't care who they are. I don't care they're a celebrity. That's nothing to me. They're a person. They chose a profession and they're put on this totem pole. But I think it's just going around and making people happy and realizing it's okay to not be who people think you are. Be who you want to be.
Cool. And how do you stay positive in challenging times like the past year that we've had?
Well, I was lucky enough to, and I don't know if you talk about microdosing and stuff or anything like that. But I microdose psilocybin. I can't even say it right now. Psilocybin, any mushrooms. Okay, so I microdose mushrooms. So that has really helped me kind of take a look at my own self, and it helped me lower my ego and realize that everything's okay. Because we always look at everything that's happening to us in our lives and we freak out. We have anxiety attacks. We have all this anxiety. But when you calm yourself and you look at, because I got kicked out of my old salon, I got kicked out of my own house. The same week, my tire blew. All my stuff got stuck in my trunk. My whole salon was in someone's garage for a week or two, and I didn't know what was going on. But all I could do was say, you know what? Oh, well, got to keep going, and I just kept saying, it's going to be okay. And now I look back and the lessons I've learned are, that may be who I am. Maybe who I am. This last year is one of the best years of my life. And it's been for a lot of people, so I feel bad about that. But
Yeah. Did you have to close down the salon because of COVID at all, or were you open?
yeah, I had to go home and kind of chill at home quite a bit, which was good. Made me self-reflect. So yeah.
So right now, where can everybody find you online? Do you have a website set up for the new project? Do you have?
I was hoping to be done by today, but it's going to be backpackmichael.com, and it's going to have the setup of it's going to be amazing. It's going to offer different things. It's going to offer life coaching, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's a program where you want to do it yourself. But it's also going to have the different characters who I meet along the way. They're going to be on there. And so it's going to have things from them and things about their lives. And each week there's going to be a new character. So it's going to be the story of this Backpack Michael journey and these new characters added all along the way. So it's going to be a thing that's unlike any other site you've ever seen, because that's just how my mind works. And I want to create this weird world for you guys.
Cool. And then specifically during the pandemic, what did you learn about yourself during that time that you were actually stuck at home a lot and doing all those things?
That I thought everyone else was enabling me my whole life. I felt like everyone was like, oh, doing this for me. And maybe they were, but it was me. I was holding myself back the whole time. And I can't blame anyone for anything they've ever given me. They just cared about me or did for me. It was me manipulating a situation and doing something for my benefit. And that was an egotistical thing. So I realized that I had a huge ego. And so I realized I was getting my own way, basically. That's the biggest thing I learned.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then being that we all had a lot of time to observe others, and now we're not really out of it yet, but we're on our way out of it.
No.
Is there something that you think that we all learned as a collective during that time that you hope that we take with us going forward and don't let go of?
For sure is you don't need as much as you think you need. Because a lot of people struggle. They lost their jobs. They realize they don't need their hair done. They don't need massages. They don't need all these things, and it's going to be okay. So I think that's probably the biggest thing is people are a lot more humble about what they have. And I think we all needed it in a crazy way. And as sickening as this whole thing has been, but it has humbled a lot of people. And I love that about it.
What's one thing? Yeah, definitely. What's one thing that you absolutely cannot live without?
That's a loaded question. Probably music. Definitely music, because that sets my tone for everything. Whenever I have a long day and it drains me when I'm doing hair and stuff, I switch my music. I change the whole mood of the music, and then it flips me out of it and it puts my energy back in me. So that's kind of what I do for myself.
Cool. And then what's one thing that you wish we could all live without?
That's I think social media maybe, and that's what this is.
Yeah.
But I think our phones, because a lot of people aren't present ever. You go have food with them, you go have dinner with them, whatever, and they're on their phone the whole time, and you're like, hey, am I here with you? Like, can we talk? I think it helps us, and I love that. I love technology, but I wish there was a way we didn't have to have it so with us at every moment,
Yeah. I mean, some people put the phone in an area, they take everybody's phone away from them and put it on the end of the table. But I think everybody's still thinking about their phone during the whole time.
Of course. I mean, what I started to do is I set a basket outside of my bathroom, actually, and I set my phone in there. Like, this is my phone basket. Or when I'm with someone, I put my phone down or whatever. And here I just grab my phone because my client's going to be here in a little bit. But I try not to pay attention to it because it takes you over. I deleted games off my phone because it takes too much time.
Yeah, for sure. Can you describe yourself in 3 hashtags, speaking of social media?
Let's see. Okay. I think creatively funny. Well, I guess that could be one hashtag.
Could be one.
Giving. And passionate. I think those 3.
I'd say so. And then being that you're a hairdresser and then you're taking on this thing, would you say you've always been highly creative? Or did you get more creative?
well, I think creativeness is you're able to grow. I mean, you're able to learn. And if you don't try to keep learning or testing that, then it won't keep becoming creative. You get stagnant. When I was a kid in 3rd grade, I won an art contest where it was this, like, we need a fire. It was for the fire department. So I drew a dog and I drew him on fire, and it was, don't be a hot dog, stop, drop, and roll. So he's on fire. So it was just fun. So I realized that a lot of people, their whole lives, when they're doing art or doing artistic things, especially when you're a kid, they tell you stay in the lines, stay in the lines, whatever. So I said, go outside of the lines, draw outside of it, and do it with intent though. Instead of you going, oh, I did that, go boom, and do it with an intent line and create off of that. And realize that you can grow off of that and learn new things. And like, I'll show you this. Let me just show you one thing I have in my room right now. Oh, I almost dropped it. So this painting right here, I made this as one of my first paintings. I've never done a painting. I don't know what I was doing. So my friend Bree Carr, she's amazing. We were doing her hair in my backyard, and it was a very fun experience. She's like, let's paint. So we got these, and she's like, just grab something. So I went and I grabbed a football, and I went and I grabbed a pine cone. I grabbed an apricot, and so that's a football right there. I just put it on there. That's a peach, and then a pine cone. And there's a few other things I grabbed, but it's just, I don't know. So it's ever growing, and it's me learning that I don't have to be in this box. So stepping outside the box. So
oh, really, that's a theme for you. Until the website is up, is the best way to find out how you're doing on your journey and all that to do Instagram? To follow
Instagram, Backpack Michael and you. I have the YouTube going, but I'm more on Instagram. And then my Facebook a little bit, but it's more Instagram. So that site will be up probably within the next week or so, because I already have the domain. So.
And how do you think you can incorporate Clubhouse into that, being that there's no video on Clubhouse or pictures?
I can go in there and just talk, start groups, and also not really make it about me, just kind of, because I want to meet new people in there and say, hey, I want to come to you. I want to get to know you. So I really want to come to people and get to know them in person, meet them at mountains, meet them at places, and get to know their surroundings. Because it's going to be an amazing experience, because those are people I would have never met before in my life, like you. I've never met you. I had a guy in the room the other day. He's like, he got on, he said, thank you for what you said. He said, I am in the sticks in Missouri, in this very small town. It's just, and we would have never talked. He's got 4 kids, and he has a kid that he's watching who has some disease or something. So these are people I would have never met. So that's one thing I love. It's giving me people in my life that I would never met.
Yeah. And then how would you, my voice is going.
Drink some water.
Yeah, more water here.
Just chug it all. Just chug it.
Chug the whole thing down. Oh, what are you enjoying most about Clubhouse so far?
Just the meeting people and the ideas that people give me. It's never ending. Sometimes I have to turn it off because my brain is like downloading. Like, okay,
it's a lot.
This is so much. You don't know where to go. You're like, brr. So I have to take a break and just understand what I just learned, because it's these people are powerful and very powerful minds.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
And they see things. They can see things without seeing people. That's the thing that's crazy. Is there's no photo, there's no video. It's basically just talking to you, and then people are like, you know what you should do, and they give you the idea, and you're just like, that person's totally. How they see me? How they see that? Yeah, that's an amazing thing. That it. Do you think it'll ever take over Instagram or replace any of those?
I hope not, because I feel like Instagram and Facebook, they're a totally different idea. Because Instagram and Facebook, those are definitely sales. They're basically sales funnels, and that's what they are. And so I'm hoping that it doesn't get like that, because that's when it starts becoming less real. Because right now it's very real.
And that's not great too. Is it'll become celebrity driven and brand driven. If it gets celebrity driven and brand driven, it's like, well, what's the point now?
Yeah, because then you can't be somebody to anybody. It's like, you have to be a celebrity to be somebody on there. But now, anybody, you can talk to whoever you want. That's the craziest thing. The celebrities that are in rooms, or people that are considered celebrities, are in these rooms. Like the first time I went on, I talked in a room in front of thousands of people and shamans and these doctors and whatever. And I just had something to say, and I said it, and they valued my opinion. And it just, what? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then how far are you going to travel to meet people? Are you going to go across the country to other countries?
I would love another country because I speak Portuguese, so I would love to go down to Brazil and help a few people if I possibly could. But that's the next step, you know. So I got to start doing what I'm doing, and then I'd love to travel the world because I want to learn it. I could probably learn Spanish pretty easy, so I'd love to go maybe to Spain or something like that. But it's all about, if people want me to go there, I will learn what I have to learn to get to know them.
Yeah, true. If you're going to leave everybody with a thought or some words of encouragement as they go through their day and their life, what would you leave them with?
So I'll do a quote, or it's a parable, I think, which I love. So from the movie Soul. Have you seen that movie yet?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
Oh my, watch it. So it's very deep. It's a deep movie, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's a Disney movie." I'm like, no, it's way more than that. So there's a part where it's like the guy's trying to find his purpose. I won't tell you all of it. And so he gets to this point in his life, and he thinks that this is what it's supposed to be. And so this woman says to him, he's like, "Hey, Teach, I got to tell you a parable, or not, yeah, sorry, parables. I got to tell you something." So there's two goldfish. So one goldfish says to the other goldfish, says, "Hey, I'm looking for the ocean." And then the other goldfish says back to him, says, "No." He's like, "The ocean? You're in the ocean." And the other one says, "No, this is water. I'm looking for the ocean." So, and then the girl walks away, and you're like, what does that even, what? Like, what did just happen? So it made me realize a lot of people, they are searching for this thing or this person that they think they need to become. But a lot of times they already are that. They've already achieved so much. And a lot of people keep pushing the ceiling higher and higher and higher. But you need to look like, I reached the ceiling. That's awesome. This is who I am. I've done this and da da da. Now I'm going to grow that guy more. But that's why they say, stop and smell the roses. You got to understand like that you are very successful and you've done so much. Like even you with your podcast, you know, you've done a lot. And I'm sure you're hard on yourself sometimes. Like, oh, I got to get more people. I got to do this.
Oh yeah.
But the amount of things that you've done, I look at you and I'm like, dude, that is inspirational. And you may not think that, but you are already at a place that is so inspirational. So you got to take a look at yourself and appreciate that. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, we got to step out a little.
Oh, what's up? Hold on 1 second. All right. Sorry, my client's here, but
that's okay. So I just wanted to encourage everybody to follow you on Instagram again, and that is Backpack Mike and you.
Backpack Michael.
Backpack Michael, full name Michael. Very fancy. And you. And then when the website becomes available, that they can follow all your travels. It's gonna be video. It'll be like a video vlog kind of thing.
No. But it's kind of a fun little story journey. So it's not just like any sitting down and that's it, just it. You know, it's gonna be different. So it'll be cool.
Cool. Thank you for being with me. And I want you to come back during the journey when you have more stories to tell about that.
We'll do that for sure.
Cool. Thank you.
We'll make you even bigger. We'll make yours even bigger. We'll do a video podcast with you. Yes.
Yeah, why not? I'll have to come to you. You'll have to come to me.
Come to you. I'll come out there in the van.
Thank you for being here.
For sure, buddy. Thank you so much.